What up, what up? Okay guys, so I'm doing a little video today and we have a special guest. What's your name?
Davion.
What did you eat that was blue?
Lower.
Alright, so we have a special guest. This is my son, and I thought I should include him since the video is kind of about him. We're doing pros and cons of being a teenage mom. So, let's get into the video. It's going to be a whole lot of talking. And you can put your opinion in if you'd like, okay?
What is that?
You'll hear. Okay, so we're obviously going to start with the pros, the good stuff. And the first thing is being a teen mom is a blessing. Being a mom, period, is a blessing. Like, you are giving the gift of life to another human being. What is more? Like, that is just, it's very warming, and it's amazing. Obviously, being a mom is amazing.
Can I go close the blinds?
No. You don't see my skin?
I do.
I'm serving face here. Okay?
Okay.
But yes, that's number one. It's a blessing. And I'm looking down at my list just in case you were wondering. Number two, you have your own little friend. Like, look at, you have your own little friend. It's just like, you always will have a friend in your child or your children. Like, even if you don't have friends out there in the real world, your kids will always be your number one friend all the time. And plus, they're goofy and funny, and like, you be cracking up. Number three, you get to watch them grow into a little human being. It's like they're a small you, so you will get to watch you grow up, something that you created. It's just like, OMG. Like, yes. So you just get to watch them grow and do things like you, and you're like, oh, well, like, they're growing up and they're taking on characteristics from you and things like that. So is this really a blessing? And number four, it matures you. Like, obviously, if you have a baby really young, you're gonna grow up more. You're going to want to do things more in a adult manner. You can't be childish anymore. It's just, that's not how it works. You really have to look at life differently. Like, I'm not a kid anymore. I have my own kid that I have to take care of. And like, I did just say this, but you look at things differently. You look at all, like, how is this affecting me? How is this affecting my son? How is this affecting y'all? The sun is going down. Hold on. I'm telling you, I'm gonna say face over her. But you look at it like, how is this gonna affect my son? You know, you gotta look at the world differently. Like, you can't think about yourself anymore. You have to think about your child. Stop making that weird face. And the last one is you better yourself. When you have a child, the child makes you want to be better. Like, I don't know, for me at least, it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to do things better in a different manner for my son. It just makes me want to be a better person overall. Because look at him. Because look at him. Baby. Okay, go. Leave. Okay. And now we're going to get into the cons of being a teen mom. Number one, you will lose friends. Like, I got pregnant when I was 12 years old. None of my friends from when I was 12 are still my friends. Okay, except for Diamond. She's been my friend since I was 9. And Ayana. Other than that, I don't have any friends that I had when I was, my sun is going down. Oh my God. I don't have any friends that I had in middle school. Like, really, once I got pregnant, they all skedaddled. See you later. Get up here, Davion. I got to see your cute face. Number two of the cons, people will stare, people will look, people will talk. Oh my God, look at her. Look at how young she is and she got a baby. Oh my God, look at her. Oh, this little ass girl got a... Yeah, people will talk, but baby, I don't care. Period. Number three, financial stability, it will be really hard, especially since I had my son when I was 12 or when I was 13. I got pregnant when I was 12, but most places you can't get a job until you're 16. I got my first job when I was 15, but most places you won't be able to get a job until you turn 16. So like I was hustling for those like first 2-3 years. Like I was babysitting, I was making stuff, I was selling stuff, I was just doing everything I could to support my son. Which brings me to number 4, support system. If you have an amazing support system, that's great. I personally, my support system was, you know, sometimes it was like, sometimes it was like, you know, like people be there when they want to be there, which is why I stopped depending on everybody. Like, deuces, I don't need y'all for nothing. For nothing. Say, I don't need y'all for nothing.
I don't need y'all for nothing.
Period. Okay. Number 5, depression, anxiety, just wondering like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this parenting thing right? Like, it gets overwhelming. I'm not gonna say parenting is like the easiest thing in the world, because it's definitely not. It definitely gets overwhelming. It definitely gets stressful. It's definitely times where you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't, I won't. Like, and that's why people give their kids away, because they're not ready for it. But you gotta like realize like you really can't give up on your child. Look at this. What would you do if I left and never came back?
Cry.
See, he would cry, then I would cry, because he crying. So you can't like walk out on your kids. You can't give up on your kids. I mean, I don't see how some parents do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not here to judge, but it does get overwhelming sometimes. You know, my son left. The skid's still popping. My son is gone. But so like, yeah, it definitely does get really, really overwhelming at times. Next one, you worry. I mean, I don't, but some people worry. So I used to worry about what other people thought. Like, people like, oh my God, you have a son. And they were like, how old is your son? And you're like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, how old are you? And then you're like, and you don't really want to tell them how old you are, because they're like, oh my God, you're a baby. Like, everybody say, oh my God, you're a baby and you have a baby. Or you're a baby raising a baby, blah, 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 blah. Like, bitch, stop talking to me. Oh God. Oh God. Because, honey, I does this mommy shit. Like, my son has always been taken care of. So, like, I really don't care about other people's opinions. Like, now people are like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 19. How old is your son? He's about to be 6. And, honey, we up in here. We up in here?
Yes.
Yes. And last but not least, for the cons, you miss out on a lot of things. I missed out on a lot in my teenage life. Like, so much stuff I could have done. Like, I wanted to cheer, I wanted to do this in school and this and that, and there's a lot of things that I couldn't do. So like, in my next lifetime, I really hope I get to enjoy the teenage scene, because being a teenage mom, I did not get to enjoy that. So that was like really stressful, especially because I love school anyway. So not getting to enjoy those things during school was definitely a bit stressful on me. But other than that, being a mom is a blessing, and I love being a mom. But he about to go back with his dad, and I'm not complaining, because, honey, I'm tired. I love him though, but he can get gone. He can skedaddle, cause we all need a break sometimes, right? Right? Sure. Like he said, we need a break sometimes. Shoot, I don't want to be a mom sometimes. It definitely gets really stressful. But I love you, and it's not like I can't look at his face. I can't not be a mom, but sure, sometimes I don't want to do it. But I have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
But I think what?
I don't know. What do you think about what I just said about you? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, if Davion doesn't have any opinions on the video, then I guess we will conclude this. this was my pros and cons of being a teenage mom. Drop some of your opinions in the comment section below, something like that. Anything that you may want to say, anything that you're scared to say, just drop it down in the comment section. We love to hear opinions. So